What is going on, everybody, and welcome to what is happening in 2023. This is a video I do at the beginning, beginning of the year to look forward, but also to look back as well. So split into two halves. So the first half will be looking back at 2022, and the second half will be looking at 2023. Gonna cut right to the chase because I've tried to record this a few times now and I just can't get it right. But it's good that I actually did do 2022 because there were some amazing games that came out this year, like absolutely brilliant. Like this is the first year I think I've ever seen that I can remember anyway. I gave not one but two games a solid 10 out of 10, which of course was both Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok. Of course, there was plenty of games that came out. There was plenty of games that came out. There was like two bits of the year where it was like February to June, and then the second wave was like October to December. There was a lot of games coming out. I am doing the montage, by the way. I just want to say the montage usually is on the 14th of December because that's the anniversary of my channel. My channel is 8 years old now, by the way. Happy birthday from the 14th of December. Instead, I'm going to be doing it just like the first few days of January because I wanted to include all the games I've done this year. I didn't want to exclude High on Life like I have in other ones, and I would have added it into the montage at the end of next year. Excuse me, but I'd rather just do it into this one because it's part of 2022, not 2023. Because at least with those games, some of the parts actually ran into the next year. But anyway. The first half of this year was pretty good. We had some good games like Dying Light 2, which somehow wasn't actually nominated for any Game of the Year awards somehow, which is ridiculous. I feel like they should have been nominated. Christ, I'm really good with camera work. I only do these videos once a week. I only really show my face once a year, just because that's not what this channel's about. It's about the games and stuff. So, that is that. But yeah, I can't believe that Dying Light 2 didn't get any recognition. I think a lot of people just seem to forget that it came out this year. I know it was like right at the beginning, but Elden Ring came out right at the beginning. That's still one game of the year. I'm pretty sure it came out in the same month as well, didn't it? It came out in February, was it, or March? I can't remember what the release date was now for Elden Ring. Yeah. Ridiculous. This year, by the way, I feel like I've spent the most money I ever have in my entire life. This was the first calendar year where I just didn't have any school or college or anything like that. This was the first full calendar year where I just didn't have any of that stuff. I've just spent the whole year working and doing obviously YouTube on the sides and stuff. It's been a good year. I've really enjoyed my first year of work. That'll probably be the last time I say that. But yeah, the reason why I spent a lot of money was because I have a car. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in a video before. I think I did in an update video. But I do have a car. I think I actually mentioned it last year, actually, because I've had it for like well over a year now. I'm sorry, my hair is shit. Really is. I guess that's the best it's going to be for the moment. Sorry, I'm not receding, but it just looks like I am. Well, I haven't receded in a while. Good couple of years, but the damage has been done apparently. Anyway, so yeah, so obviously I played a lot of games this year. I think this is the year I played the most games ever in one year, just because I just wanted to. A fair amount of them were on Game Pass as well, which was pretty good. Plague Tale Requiem was, Sniper Elite 5 was, High on Life was. I think that was it. I was going to play Scorn, but because of the Far Cry DLC that came out of nowhere, the Lost Between Worlds one, I just had to get right into it. There were actually 5 other games though that I was going to be playing this year. Yeah, I mean, they were replaced by games that I wasn't going to do initially. So the first game that was postponed to next year was Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That was actually replaced by Elden Ring. I wasn't going to do Elden Ring, funny enough, originally. So glad I did, because it was one of the best games. Best games this year, obviously. It was Game of the Year. And for me, it was Game of the Year, by the way. I know a lot of the PlayStation fanboys went crying because God of War didn't win, but seriously, it's like margins for me. Like, it's just that little bit better than God of War Ragnarok. Look, just that little bit better. I can't preface that enough. Like, when I'm looking at my top 5 games this year, my top 5 games would be Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, I'd probably give it to Dying Light. I give it Dying Light 2. I think that was my third favourite game of this year. I really, really enjoyed that game. A Plague Tale Requiem, I thought that game was absolutely brilliant. And I give it to Call of Duty, I think, this year. I think I've really enjoyed playing Modern Warfare 2. I've been invested a lot more of it. Obviously, next year there won't be a Call of Duty. It'll be the first year I think, since when the first game came out. There was a 2 year gap between that and the second one. I think. I can't quite remember, but yeah, next year, no Call of Duty. Which is fine because there are plenty of games coming out next year. We'll get to that in a minute though. But yeah, the other 4 games, it was Starfield, that was postponed next. I replaced that. Replacement was The Quarry. The replacement for so this is where it gets a bit weird because I got a PS4. I just decided I wanted a PS4. It wasn't just a PS4. I bought a Nintendo Switch. I bought an Oculus Quest as well. These were like second hand that I got for pretty decent prices, by the way. And I also got the Xbox Series X, of course, as well, which I went halves with my dad's. That was a brand new one, like brand newly bought. But me and my dad went halves for my birthday. So yeah, yeah, we went halves. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I've just gone over that. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what basics I need to talk about. Yeah, so Hogwarts Legacy ended up getting replaced by A Plague Tale Requiem, and then God of War Ragnarok, because I wasn't going to do it initially because I didn't have a PlayStation, but then I got a PlayStation, so I was like, I'm going to do it. And then I played the 2018 one. I was like, I'm definitely doing it because the 2018 one was brilliant. God of War Ragnarok was brilliant. I'm so glad I played it. It then got to experience two fantastic stories from both the God of War games. As well, obviously, experiencing a great story from Elden Ring and Dying Light 2. I do think the story was good. But yeah, yeah. So I do. That was the replacement for Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, and the thing is, it was going to be Scorn was going to be the replacement for Stalker 2, but I didn't get around to doing it because of the Far Cry DLC got in the way. I was going to do it alongside the Callisto Protocol. I was already going to do the Callisto Protocol and High on Life when I saw them. When I saw their trailers, the trailers came out around the same time. They both just looked really good, and I was like, "Yep, playing both." And yeah, I quite enjoyed them. And yeah, no, that was it. Obviously, those 5 games are all coming out next year, which I'm very excited for. Obviously, got release dates for 2 of them already. Still waiting on Starfield, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, and Stalker 2. But the thing is with Stalker 2 as well, remember that is a Ukrainian company that are making them, and obviously unless you've been living under the biggest rock in like the world, then you should know what's going on to why that game's been postponed, and got obviously no problem with that because there are more important things than video games sometimes. But yeah, I guess we should now probably look towards 2023 because there's a few things I need to talk about. So I did before we talk about the games, I just want to mention as well, I did it quite a lot this year. I'm not going to be posting videos all the time, and what I mean by that is because I'm now in the world of work, because I'll be doing 2 jobs, because I'll be starting another job in the new year, and doing the other job, the 2 part-time jobs together in a way, because I'm going to be doing these 2 together. I'll still have free time, but I'm not going to be doing videos that I don't need to do. I'm going to be basically sticking to playthroughs. So when I'm doing playthroughs, yeah, happy. I'll do some extra videos for those because they're part of the playthrough. But I won't be doing like series like Overwatch, like for example, or anything. That's why when I was going to bring it back, but then I changed my mind. I'm basically just not going to post videos that I don't need to post. So I'll post update videos here and now, and maybe the occasional Minecraft event if we get round to ever doing another one again. It's kind of in the works. I wouldn't say it's in the works. It's kind of up in the air is probably the best thing to say about that. But I will be doing YouTube 100% for 2023. There are some amazing games coming out this year, and I do not want to miss them. A lot of franchises that I'm a big fan of, and want to be a big fan of, or get into more. Coming out this year, and that's what I am. I think that's why the thing is, my long-term goal was I would love to be an esports player, and performing at all these amazing tournaments and all of that. But unfortunately, one, I'm not very good at games anyway, so dream on, buddy. And two, I play loads of different games as well. I like to play loads of the newer games that come out because I don't want to just be stuck to one game. I did that once in my life, and I was stuck with Minecraft, and I played that relentlessly. And yes, I am very good at Minecraft. It's probably the game I'm best at. You know, and if it was an esports, 100% give me an Xbox controller and I will destroy people in an esports game, 100%. Probably will get my ass kicked now that I've said that, but it hasn't happened. So, and I'm not saying I regret playing that. I don't, because I really enjoyed playing it for all those years. But I want to experience loads of games, and I'm coming back to. I'm also playing games that I missed over the years, especially the PlayStation exclusives. That's why I got a PS4 in the first place. Luckily, someone that I know didn't need theirs anymore because they had the PS5, and they were like, "Yeah, you can have it. You can have it for a decent price." It was. I've got a gaming setup video. I will be doing an updated gaming setup video because I've got a lot. It's changed a lot, so I will be doing a gaming setup video around the beginning of January. So yeah, I don't really think. Is there anything else I need to speak to you? I need to mention. Obviously, this video, most likely, what will happen in like the last year. I'm pretty sure. I said I was going to be playing, I was talking about, or was it, no, it was the year before that, I was talking about, probably, I think it was Hogwarts Legacy, and then it gets postponed, and then, like, literally next few days, it gets, like, postponed. Well, it was meant to be for this year, and obviously it's been pushed back to next year. Hopefully it will be coming out. I mean, we have a release date for it, so, yeah, it fucking better. Yeah, fucking no, I'm shit at holding the camera. I only do this once here, obviously. So anyway, let's look forward. Let's look towards the games because that's the last bit of this video I need to talk about. So, the first thing is the first game of 2023 will be, of course, an old game. I always do 2 old games every year, just to pay homage to older games and also play them if I've missed them out and doing a playthrough of them. Voice crack. Yeah. Anyway, so the first game of 2023 will be Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach on Xbox. It's finally out on Xbox. They said it was a 3-month fucking thing for both PlayStation and PC exclusive. That was it. Ended up being a whole year's worth of exclusive. It got released on the 22nd of December, and I was going to do it as part of 2022, but I just didn't have the time, and unfortunately, I didn't. So I've decided instead, because it is actually over a year old now, that's the rule. The game has to be at least a year old to be classified as an old game. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that one. I was going to do Halo 3, but I think I'll do that later on in the year as the second old one. Or we'll see. That could change very quickly. But Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach will be the first game. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sniffles at the moment. There's a lot of people that aren't feeling 100% well. But yeah, that's the first game of 2023. Moving forward to the 27th of January is a game I'm so excited for, and it is the Dead Space remake. If you didn't know, I played Dead Space in 2015 alongside Alien Isolation. My voice was very squeaky, and the videos are very short. I did a replay through of Alien Isolation because I think it deserved a new playthrough. Did that in 2021 as one of the old games I did, because I did 6 in that year because I thought that was my final year at the time. So I just did as many as I could. Yeah, no, that was. But Dead Space deserved a new one, and I was thinking about doing it as actually this year's old game originally, until I heard about the remake, and I was like, 100% playing that. So excited! I'm really excited. That'll be the first new game, because it is a new game, because it's a remake. A remake is completely reconstructed, and yes, I will be definitely playing Dead Space. I'm very excited for that game. What a way to start the year off. Then move forward to the 10th of December will be Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy will be finally coming out. When I heard that it almost got postponed again, I was like, no. But it turns out it's last gen, so Xbox One and PS4 are getting pushed back, and Nintendo Switch's version are getting pushed back to later, or like a few months later, which I'm glad they've done that, because I think that's what game companies need to do now, is not postpone the entire game, just postpone the last gen games until they're ready, and then just do this one. I'm so glad now that I've got next gen. I've got Xbox Series X, so so happy that that I've got it. So yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, so that's good. Then after that, if we move to the 21st of February, you have a game that was also meant to come out last year, but it was postponed to this year. I didn't actually realise that. It's a game called Atomic Heart. It just looks... It's an interesting looking game. It's a first-person shooter, but it looks kind of sci-fi and a bit crazy. And I feel like it'll be a pretty good game. I'm intrigued by that one. And then, yeah, I'll be playing that one. And then on the 28th of February, February is quite a busy month. We have, of course, the Destiny 2 expansion, Lightfall, that's it. The Witness is coming, alright? I had to say that. But yes, the Lightfall expansion for Destiny 2. Then moving up to March 17th, I believe it is, or is it 16th? Regardless, it's a game I'm very excited for. I played the first game in 2019. It was the last game playthrough of 2019. It is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I played Fallen Order in 2019. Brilliant game, absolutely brilliant. I'm so excited to play this in March. It looks so good. And yeah, I can't believe it's coming out in March. I knew it was coming out next year, but I thought it was coming out in like the fall time or autumn time. You know, I thought it'd be coming out around then, but coming out now, coming out in March, that's not far away, and time goes quick. So yeah, that game will be it'll be in my hands very soon. Well, my controller will be. I'll digitally buy it, obviously. Yeah. After that, on the 24th of March is Resident Evil 4's remake. I'm very excited to play that because I actually never completed the original Resident Evil 4 because the controls were dog shit. I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people agree with that. The controls are awful. I'm really hoping that the controls will be very similar to Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. I would assume so, since it's the same company making it. So yeah, there's that. Moving forward to April, there's only one game at the moment confirmed for April, but I think there might be a second one. The first one, though, that has been confirmed will be the 26th of April, I believe. Yes, the 26th. No, 28th. And that will be Dead Island 2, which is another game I'm very excited. I mean, I'm excited for all of them, but yes, that will be a game coming out. Yeah, that was meant to come out on the 3rd of February originally, but I'm glad it's not. It looks very similar. The gameplay looks very similar to Dying Light 2, it does. So, and I really enjoyed Dying Light 2, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one. And I did play Dead Island Riptide. Not the original one, I never played the original one, actually, but I did play a bit of Riptide. Never completed it, though. But yeah, I'm quite excited for it. I do love a good zombie game. And then, moving into May is a game I'm very excited for, and contention for one of the Game of the Year. And that is on the May 12th is going to be The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm currently playing Breath of the Wild at the moment on Switch. I do have a Switch, of course, and my capture device does record Switch. I tried it. It does. So yes, I will be bringing you a playthrough of Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm currently, as I said, playing Zelda at the moment. Playing Breath of the Wild at the moment, the first one. That was obviously a brilliant game in itself. Then as we move on to the 26th of May will be Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, which of course was the game that was postponed from last year. Very excited for that one. Of course, that'll only be a next-gen only game as well, a few of these. And then the final game that's been given a release date will be on the 24th of June, I think it is. Was it the 26th? Regardless, it's Final Fantasy 16. Again, I've never played a Final Fantasy game before. I will be playing Final Fantasy 15 soonish, just to play for myself. But yes, I'll be playing Final Fantasy 16. Yes, I'm very well aware that it is on PS5. I am looking to potentially get a PS5 around that time. Obviously, I'm hoping my PS5 will accept my capture device. PS4 did, so hopefully the PS5 will as well. If not, there might be a bit of potential. Oh, that was a big issue. That will be a huge issue, actually. If not, though, then unfortunately I might not be able to, but I'm hoping my capture device will. Well, as for that, that's all the games that have been confirmed for now. As I said, the other game in April, I think, is Assassin's Creed Mirage. I've heard a lot that it could be coming out in April, but I'm not too sure. Other games I'm going to be playing, of course, are Starfield, Stalker 2, Obviously, we're waiting for confirms of those games. Spider-Man 2, which is going to be another PS5 exclusive only. So Spider-Man 2, 100% playing that. There will be no Call of Duty, as I said, coming out next year. It will be still Modern Warfare 2, but there could be some campaign DLC there for that. I think there could be an Elden Ring DLC as well, potentially. And yeah, there could be quite a lot. This video is 20 minutes. I did not want it to be 20 minutes. I wanted it to be 12 minutes max, but unfortunately I talk too much. But yeah, I want to give you as much details as possible, so, you know. Anyway, I think I'll wrap this video up here, and yeah, these will probably change. I'll probably make an update video in like a month's time or something like that, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that is what is happening in 2023. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.